Dystopia warning with the possibility to morph into a utopia warning. I don't usually record this late at night, especially not when I've just been recording back-to-back 2 videos. I've been recording for hours, but I've caught up with my social media and I've seen something that I think is possibly significant and could possibly relate to the calling of a general election, so I thought I'd keep you in the loop. Now, you may have already seen this, but earlier on Sam Coates spoke to Sophie Ridge on Sky, and it was quite an unusual interview, or discussion, as far as I could tell. It had a weird kind of sombre tone to it. Something's up, but we don't know what. I'll play you a few clips from it, but I'm having to remember it blind whilst late and tired, so bear with me.
It smacks of possibly a number 10 not really concentrating, perhaps not being on it enough today to deal with the racism scandal until this late moment, but maybe there's a reason for that, and maybe that reason is linked to what I'm about to tell you. I've discovered that last night, Rishi Sunak had a private, secret meeting with Sunak-Brady, the chairman of the 1922 committee.
Now, one of the significant parts of that is the fact that the meetings that Sunak's had in secret with Slim Brady, the real Slim Brady, all those other Slim Bradys are just imitating, is that he is usually the bearer of the vote of no confidence bad news, right? The last time there was a kind of secret meeting like this was when that weird lettuce was about to get chucked out of the greengrocers, when Hunt was given the heads up on Liz Truss.
Graham Brady appears to have requested an additional one-on-one meeting that nobody else was present for on top of that. That is significant, Sophie, because when that happens, how can I put this? It often means something's up. Now, I can't tell you what was said in that meeting. I just know that it was not on the schedule and people were surprised that it took place. The last equivalent meeting like that took place just before Liz Truss was dethroned, when Sir Graham Brady went to see Jeremy Hunt.
Now, there's a few trains of thought you could go down with this. At this point in the evening, I don't really have many trains of thoughts left in my silly head. But my analysis of the situation is a bunch of question marks.
There is chat about letters. There is a massive, massive list of things that Tory MPs are unhappy about, from the racism scandal that you've just been talking about, to the defection of Lee Anderson, to the poor handling of the budget, to the fact that Tories are 27 points behind in some of the polls, to the fact that they know that they're going to be getting a huge drubbing in the local elections.
If Sunak doesn't think he's got the possibility to long it out, as the kids would say, then he might just essentially go, "A lot of you," and call a general election, pull the trigger. You know, rip the plaster off, go balls to the wall, say fuck your mum. Although he'd do it in a way less cool and street way than me, wouldn't he? He'd be like, yes, what we've got to do is call the general election. Except way more robotic. What I'm trying to say is it could be a storm in a teacup. It could be me just wishing, hoping, praying, desperately, that I don't have to keep watching the end of V for Vendetta just to feel something. That this could be the possibility of a general election being called.
The question of when the election should be is still live because Number 10 haven't completely shut that down. There are problems everywhere you look.
Because for goodness sake, there's no way, is there, that they're going to go for another leadership contest. But the way Sam Coates is talking in this exchange suggests that possibly the reason they've handled the Omni scandals so terribly is because they've seen this looming over the hill. Like that sex yeti, Boris Johnson, looms over any woman in his company. Johnson's metaphorically entered the room, rested his knob on the shoulder of your nan and gone, "Right, Sunak, it's your time, old boy," before returning to his chosen land, the village of the damned children surrounding him, as he fades off into the mist. What I'm trying to say is there could be a general election. It could be announced tomorrow. It could all be a load of bollocks. I'm just freestyling this. I just thought I'd share with you what Sam said. He looks a bit tired and weird, so it could be significant. It could be nothing. I'm pointless and not much help. But if there is a general election called, we are ready. So keep your eyes peeled, innit? According just to the logic of Sod's Law alone, I've got a hair appointment at 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'm going to be in there a few hours, yeah. So judging by my terrible luck as a human being, you've got a chance, you know. Hold tight. Could be GE incoming. Could be nothing. Could be your mum. Bye.
So when Graham Brady requests a secret meeting with Rishi Sunak, at least one eyebrow gets raised quite high.
Yeah.